Hi guys, today we're making a 3D project where we're trying to use AI to replace every step of the process. Then we'll see how good the AI tools are and see if they can actually replace a 3D artist. And since AI is a very broad term, I will only use tools that use some kind of AI or automation. And it should be able to be used with minimal effort and technical know-how. The tools also have to be free or have a usable trial mode. And after watching this video, you'll know which AI tools are good enough to be used in a 3D workflow and if they can actually replace a 3D artist. To get us started, I have this script for a scene written by ChatGPT, and for this script we only need a dark forest environment and a purple goblin character. So let's start by making a concept art. I was using Ideogram, but I ran out of free credits, so I ended up switching to Microsoft Image Creator for the rest. And this is the AI generated image I made for the goblin. I also generated a background for the shot and some concept images for the tree assets. And next up, let's turn these images into actual 3D models with textures, and you'll be surprised because some of them actually works quite well. I tried a bunch of different websites, but I'll only go through the ones I think work the best. So the first one I tried was Lumilab's Genie, and I think this works well. The models looks really nice, but I don't think the texture looks too good, and that might be because of the prompts I use and not because of Genie. Also, Genie only uses text to 3D and not image to 3D, which kind of limits our ability to design the model. And I tried a bunch of AI models on Hugging Face, and most of these works really fast and they work with a lot of different things, but the results might be blurry. I think this will work well for static assets, like assets for the environment, background assets, maybe even background characters. And you can see that every time we use an image to 3D AI process, the design varies. Both of them uses the same picture, but they still come out very differently. And I ended up just using the Hugging Face models to generate the trees because it's really fast, not really detailed, but it works really well for background assets. But for the main character, I wanted something better. I ended up using a website called Meshy.ai, and this works great for modeling and texturing, and the rigging works too. However, this requires signing up for a pro membership, and in this video I only want to use tools that are free, so let's find another alternative for the rigging. And for this I'm using Mixamo because it's free. It works really well for bipedals like this goblin, and they also have a lot of animations you can test the rig with. I think he's rigged pretty well. However, I don't want to use any pre-made animations, and I want to make my animations from scratch. And for that I'm using DeepMotion, which comes with a free plan, and I think that should be enough for our use case. And the animation looks, well, not too good. And I think that might be because of my apartment being too messy and small. So it's harder for DeepMotion to capture my movements in the video, but I wanted to try the worst case scenario and see how well DeepMotion does. And honestly, I think this is good enough for our test. Alright, let's bring everything into Blender. And for the environment, I'm making a sphere and just projecting the environment image onto it. It's very simple, but I think it will get the job done. And then I'll just pop all the AI generated models into the scene, set up some cameras, move the character and animation around, and it's done. And since I'm rendering on my Mac laptop, it's not really good at rendering. Because of that, I'm rendering on a really low frame rate, 15 frames per second, and a low resolution to be able to actually finish the render on my Mac, which is actually a very good opportunity to test AI upscaling to increase the resolution and flow frames to increase the frame rate of the final render. So to increase the frame rate, I used something called Flow Frames, which is a free software for Windows, and it just takes an input video and interpolates between the frames to create a higher frame rate. And to improve the resolution, I'm using DaVinci Resolve's Superscale, which is also included in the free version, I think. And let's look at this 3D scene we just made together. Honestly, it's not too bad considering AI doing most of the work. However, the character is very stiff with no facial animation. The models feel clumpy and everything feels like it's at 60% of the quality I actually want. And even though I'm impressed by the image to 3D tools, we still have to put everything together and do a lot of cleanup to make it look somewhat usable. So can AI actually replace 3D artists? Not quite yet. I think with the AI tools we have now, we can effectively use them to do rigging, motion tracking, and to generate simple 3D models. I don't think AI is at a point where it can make something good for close-ups or something like a main character because the details are just not there. And there's a lot of things that has to be polished before you can actually use it on a production. You still need a 3D artist to put everything together, make sure it looks good, and actually navigate through all the AI tools we have. It's like everybody can draw something in Photoshop, but we still hire graphic designers because we believe they make better work. And I think the same applies to 3D artists. However, what might change is how much work a single 3D artist can do. Overall, I think things will just speed up and we will be able to do much more than we did before. But your typical workday might change from, instead of making everything from scratch, it might feel more like a team lead telling the AI artist what to make and then making sure it looks good. And if you know any AI tools for 3D that I didn't cover, please comment below and I would love to check them out. Alright, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.